Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk about this new walkthrough exhibit that's coming in update 1.11, and what it means for birds and the future of Planet Zoo. So to start off, the new walkthrough exhibit is going to be 20 meters by 12 meters by 8 meters. What that means, this is going to be the footprint of what we have. Pretty damn big box, as you can see. I just stuck a caretaker here at the front so you can get an idea of the scale. This is a normal, our regular small exhibit box that we're all used to. This is going to be the footprint of the walkthrough exhibit that we're getting. So quite big. Really can't wait to get this and play with it and see what we can actually do with it. It is, however, most likely going to function similarly to how the exhibit boxes do, which is that the animals in them aren't really animals. They're kind of animatronic-like. They have looped animations, they have small animations. They don't really do a whole lot. Now, from the screenshots, we can tell the fruit bats are going to be a little bit different, but we can still expect that they're going to have some similarities. They're going to have probably looped animations. You're going to see them fly from point to point. They'll go from hanging upside down at one point, fly to over another spot and hang upside down again, or they'll fly to their feeder and use their feeder and do a little loop animation there, and then fly to another spot and hang down off the ceiling again. Or hang down off whatever enrichment we get to put in here. They're not going to be free flight. That's just, I just don't see how we could do free flight in a box this size. And two, being an exhibit, which is you drop it down, you drop the animals in it, and they just kind of do their thing. It's kind of static. Now, let's talk about that and what it means for birds and the future of Planet Zoo. So, yes, we're getting a bat this time. I can very much see this walkthrough exhibit being used for smaller birds in the future. Budgies, lorikeets, parakeets, little things like that would be perfect in something like this. I could also see this being a walkthrough butterfly exhibit. You know, we've always wanted butterflies in this game. We could get them with this, and it could be really cool. And the guests can walk in, and the butterflies can land on them, and they can do a little cool animation, and the guests walk back out. This is going to be a game changer for us in Planet Zoo. So we're going to end up with what I believe are going to be 4 different types of birds in Planet Zoo. We are going to have our original flighted birds that don't fly, meaning our cranes and flamingos. And neither of these species fly in Planet Zoo, but they do fly in real life. If you've seen them exhibited in zoos where the exhibit is open, it's because they clip their wings so they can't actually fly away. But cranes fly, flamingos fly. If you've ever put a rock in the flamingo habitat, you've probably seen them do a little flap animation off of it. I don't see flight ever coming to this type of bird. They do have wing models, they do have wing animations, but these guys are going to be kind of the standard of larger flighted birds. So what we could see in the future are more cranes, more different types of cranes, different types of storks, shoebills, things like that, roseate spoonbills, different large birds that can fly in real life but do not fly in the game. And then we have our other type of bird in Planet Zoo, which is the non-flighted bird. So we have those, our examples in Planet Zoo are the ostrich and the cassowary. These guys are what they are. cassowaries are awesome. I just love the dinosaur bird. We could possibly get more of these. I really hope we do. Emu, greater rhea, things like that. There's not too much to say about these other than just to point out, yes, we do have something. And then our third type of bird that we currently have is penguins. And we just have the two types of penguins right now, just the king penguin and the African penguin. Hopefully down the road we get more and varied penguin species. I'd like to see all of them, if at all possible. Penguins, they are kind of what they are. If you notice how they swim, they have a loop animation when they swim. When they dive under the water, they loop, they do little things, they pop back up. Sometimes that gets stuck to where one just kind of pops up and down again and again and again, and it doesn't quite do anything. I suspect we're going to see a similar type of animation in this box here with the fruit bat, and then with any future flying creatures that we might get to see utilize this, which if they don't do budgies or geese or some small cute little walk-through habitat type bird in this on a big thing. So those are going to be the four types of birds, flyers, flying things, avian type things that we're going to have in the game. We have our flying related and our penguins, and then we're going to have in the walkthrough exhibit small flighted birds that actually do fly. Again, they're going to fly on looped animations. It's not going to be anything spectacular. They're not going to be able to interact with anything special that we put in here, like if we add our own rocks or stalactites or whatever into this box. They're not going to be able to interact with it. They'll clip through them. That is how it's going to go. The only wild card is going to be larger to medium-sized flighted birds. So we can consider these guys to be our large flighted birds. We get budgies or lorikeets for the walkthrough exhibit. That's great, but they are tiny. They're tiny, tiny little birds. There's something in the middle, and that is what we call the mid-size flighted bird. And I think those are the birds that everybody really, really, really wants in the game. They're the birds that I really want in the game. Those are your birds of prey. Your eagles, hawks, owls. That's your waterfowl. I would give Storm for waterfowl DLC in this game. Even just one waterfowl rig that is functional. Doesn't even have to fly. If it'll just like sit on the water and maybe do the little, bobbing animation that, thing that ducks do. Give me one of those and then the modders can go nuts with it. So the wild card is what is going to happen with those types of birds. So we have a couple of possibilities. Is that we just don't get them at all. That would be the first one. That would be really unfortunate, I think. We're going to have to wait and see what update 1.12 brings us. I know we haven't even gotten update 1.11 yet, and we're already looking forward to update 1.12, but I think, the writing's on the wall for what's going to come in a future update. Everybody is super excited about that. Myself included. So we don't get any medium-sized birds. It's possibility number one. Possibility two is they try and fit them into something like this, but that is not walkthrough. And what I mean by that is this is a pretty decent sized aviary. So we get a third exhibit type that is the non-walkthrough version of this. This is perfectly big enough for your hawks, your owls, your eagles, just about whatever small, medium-size-ish flying bird you can think of. you could probably only house 1 or 2 at a time in this space. But this would be an adequate size exhibit. Or we could see another version of this, but even larger. And we extend it out another 4 meters this way and another, 4 meters this way, and make it a little bit taller. And that could be our aviary. Again, they're gonna have looped animations. That's just unfortunately the fact of it. I don't think we're ever going to see truly free-flighted birds in Planet Zoo. It is possible. If you look at JWE2, which is built on the same engine, you do have where you can glitch out your aviary and have free-flighted pterosaurs flying around your park and just kind of flying around the map and wreaking havoc. Really fun to do. Could we see something like that in Planet Zoo? Maybe, but I don't think it's very likely. Now, I hope Frontier proves me wrong with this, and that update 112 brings us all 3, all 4 or 5 different types. If we can have a new crane and a new penguin and an emu or a rhea and lorikeets and budgies and some eagles, a hawk and some waterfowl, and just the whole gamut of birds. That's what I hope for update 112. Hopefully we get that. However, I just don't foresee having truly free-flighted birds as being something that Planet Zoo's ever going to have, just with the way the barrier system works. I do believe that this walkthrough exhibit is going to be the future of birds in Planet Zoo. So, what do you guys think? Below, what are your thoughts on this? Birds are you looking forward to getting? What's your wish list? Do you think I'm on the mark or I'm completely wrong? Let me know. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.